So when we look back at the peak performance, and I would say peak performance / a little bit flow, not a little bit, actually flow, how is that related to our thoughts, emotions, and behavior?
Yeah.
You know, I've been sharing with my audience a lot about, you know, how thoughts, emotions, and behavior work. Like, you know, you first have a thought, and that thought has a frequency, creates an emotion, and based on that emotion, you take an action, or maybe you don't take an action.
Yes.
That creates a behavior, and you are in this loop. But in peak performance, people that feel that they are in flow, that they experience peak performance, what happens then usually?
Okay, it's interesting. A few things. So I also used to think about this first, this, then this, then this, and I'm more like it's more a circle. You can. It's also, it could be a behavior. It leads to a thought and an emotion. It's like a symbiotic thing.
Yes.
And because of that, it makes it already harder to break it down for people because it's like an experience. The other thing is when you're like, okay, when am I in flow? If we're now going to keep score, if the moment we're going to go in flow, we might not get there.
Yeah, because we're looking for it.
Exactly.
We're trying.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's try to be in flow.
Right? So what happens, basically, I would say, is because if you have all these limiting beliefs, right, and those are part of a program that programs your thoughts, your emotions, and your behavior, right? Still following? Yeah. Okay.
I'm still following it.
Okay.
Yes.
So if that's a program you're following, because that is then the habit of who you are, when you're in flow, those parts shut off. You're more free in a sense. So chances are big that you think, feel, and behave outside of your program. So that would mean that you can be a total different, persona when you're in flow.
Usually also you experience it with people that go on travel to a totally different culture.
Yes.
They are just out of their system. They're for 1 month, maybe, let me just say Asia. They are just totally a different person because they are flowing.
Yes. That's because novelty is a huge flow trigger. You have these like multiple flow triggers, and novelty is a big one. So when there's new things, the same thing as when you enter into a new romantic relationship, everything is new, right? First kiss, first time sleeping together, first time going there, doing this. So everything is a first time. So you're very aware.
Yeah.
You're not in your subconscious, like, because you go in your subconscious program, like behavior, when you already know what's going to happen. So you're on the autopilot can go on. So you can think about other things. But when it's a new experience, you're fully present, right? So that happens also when you travel, and that kicks you into flow very easily. The other thing is, in your known environment, you have all these, neurological connections to the people, the places, the stuff, your phone, your lab, all these things, and that also keeps you into the program, the behavior.
The same loop
yes.
that you're in.